Hello, you are listening to Am I Better Than You? And I am your host, Jacqueline. In this week's episode, I did something kind of different. I recorded my real life therapy session and I am sharing it. You're welcome. Or, I'm sorry. I'm not sure yet. So, this episode is about something that I feel like a lot of people can relate to, whatever industry or field they're in with work or just in life in general. And it's that feeling of like feeling behind or feeling like maybe I'm not where I thought I'd be or where I'd want to be right now. So I like to think of my podcast as a place where I can process and spiral out loud. And this is me doing that, but like in front of a professional. So you'll hear me talk about my career. I don't think I really solve anything by the end of it, but I do just talk and I'm being real about it. And I hope it makes you feel a little less alone if you've ever felt like you're just kind of faking your way through your dreams. So, yeah, here it is, just mic'd up in therapy. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being here. Here's my conversation with my therapist. I would love to talk about, like mindset stuff. I think I'm having just a little bit of imposter syndrome because who doesn't have it? But I'm just scared for my career, I think. There's times when I feel like it's like I'm so positive and I'm like, the universe got my back and, like everything's going to come true for me. And then there's moments where I'm like, I don't think this will ever happen for me. And I'm just having a hard time with that, I think.
Yeah, let's go into mindset. So, when you think about your career, what are some other things that you think about at the same time?
Can you rephrase that?
Yeah. So, oftentimes when we think about one thing, it's actually a culmination of different things that come together as well. Like, for example, for me, I'm also looking for a job and everything, right? But the culmination of my anxiety behind trying to find a job for me is to make money and to also advance my career in some way, trying to find things that I want to do as well.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, like not being too greedy with it, right?
Yeah.
But that's just me. So like for you, what is something that makes you anxious about your career?
Okay, so let me start by saying like what my intention is with the career that I want.
Yeah.
So I might have to just like breastfeed her. Well, we're on here.
It's okay.
Here, baby. Okay. I want to create stability, being seen for doing the things that I love, which is creating, I love storytelling. I love creating. I love being able to connect or have people relate to me and my stories. I love being able to mirror people's emotions while also like expressing my own. Those are really important to me, and I think that's why acting and writing are so important, because it's like these are all personal things, and when I feel seen by art, especially if it's like a movie or a TV show or something, it's like it's a whole different level of recognition. It's just like, wow, someone hears me and I'm not alone. So I want stability in that way. I want to be creative, and I don't want a fucking desk job. I want to live and express myself freely,
Have you heard of the page called Humans of New York?
No.
Okay. So Humans of New York, this guy goes around interviewing different people about their lives and everything. And eventually they get to a point where they're like, oh wow, this person, their story. Are you okay?
Can you hold that thought real quick? I'm gonna put her down again.
It's okay. All good.
Okay. Oh man, this is rough. Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. Take your time. We don't need to rush through this.
Okay.
Yeah, so like even going into called Humans of New York, right?
Mm-hmm.
Someone just goes kind of into like a whole long spiel about this person's life and everything, and it's like, wow, they've been through X, Y, and Z. It kind of sounds like that, where you're trying to look for the creative in it, right? You're trying to connect with people, right? But also connect your story as well. It's like being able to say like, hey, I don't have my shit together. You don't have your shit together. Or like, wow, this relationship has been X, Y, and Z. This is something that we can all strive to be. Something of that sort, I feel like it's kind of like down your alley where you're really able to just like talk with people, get out of your comfort zone, like interview people, just even straight on the streets.
Yeah.
And let's see if I can find it actually.
Bless you. Okay, so Humans of New York, it's this
Yes.
guy who like asks people about their stories.
Yeah. So like I think they posted April 14th was their last one.
Okay.
Like, oh, here's a it's like, is there a better story than this man's? I met Paul Ninson randomly 8 years ago and asked for his photograph, yada yada yada, like interviewed him. So it goes through like just a whole spiel of what like what it is and everything, kind of.
Okay.
And then goes through like some photos.
Aww.
And then so this has been that guy's person's like whole career.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a minor journalism too. Guy has 12.7 million people following him.
Wow.
So like this kind of like this stuff, I think kind of like is in your realm too. Maybe in a different format.
Sure.
But like with your podcasting and then wanting to meet with other people, being creative, right? It can even get to a point where it's just like, you know, those short animated films on like Disney and Pixar and everything. Mm-hmm. Some of them don't have any words, but you can feel the emotion behind it, right?
Oh yeah. Oh my god, those make me cry so bad.
So like even with those, right, being able to like put up snippets of like someone's life with their permission, if you can have like person animate it, or just like, or like even just you even need to animate it, just like what is it? Kind of like him, a photo, like, right? But it's a snippet of you two talking, right? Something in that sort. You can direct, you can be creative, you can ask the questions that you want, like, and everything. So like these different ways to possibly like help you in a career that is like into your zone and your aspects and your wants and needs.
I think there's just something about wanting to be accountable for what I told my family I was going to do. You know, there's something I want when I told them from like my delusional state, like, I'm going to be a fucking actor and you can't stop me. And that's how I'm going to like live my life. And that's how, you know, but now especially it's so hard. Like the industry is so fucking slow. That's frustrating because it's like, there's a question that actors get asked all the time and it's so annoying. And it's like, oh, so like, what have you been in? And it's like, are you going to know if I like name all these short films? Are you going to know? Are you going to give a shit? Are you going to give a shit if like I tell you like what commercials I was in? Like, are you going to look it up? Like, and it's not a knock on them because I know that they're just trying to relate, but it's also a sense of like, oh, did I even do enough for this person to relate to me? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and I know I shouldn't care, right? I should not care. This is definitely an egotistical thing. But I also want to put my fucking money where my mouth is. Like, I want to prove to myself that I can fucking do it because I know I can. And it's just hard when you have to rely on networks or other producers or casting directors to see you. And sometimes that's not even enough.
It's you know, I don't envy you the career choice that you got into. Like, it takes a lot of guts and balls and just a lot of work. And you know what? You've actually gone into a lot more avenues than most people in your career have ever gone into. Even if, and like, I think I've tried looking at some, like you're the main character, one of the main protagonists in them, right? And it's just like, wow, that is amazing already. Being starred in like even a short film, nonetheless. Short films, as you've already told me, and like it takes a lot of work to produce.
Yeah.
So, one, always congratulate yourself on those things. Changing your mind. Now we can go back into the mindset part, right? Changing your mindset and not become like egotistical about it, like these random like small time influencers where they're like, yeah, I was in this and this and this. You should give me free stuff. I know that's not you, right? You take pride in your work, but you don't necessarily boast about it. And it's just like, these are the kind of actors that are really needed. Actors and actresses that like people can actually look up to. So one, I applaud you like tremendously for that. Like you've done a lot of the work, and you know what? It's okay. I would just say keep pushing at it because this is something you love, right? This is your passion project for life. And,
yeah, that's true.
And it's like there's always going to be its ups and downs, right? But it's a matter of knowing how to take it. And for you, you know, you're taking it and you're still thriving through it, even though it may be a little hard.
Right? That's putting it lightly.
I'm putting it, but
okay,
still.
That's the thing, though. But like, I love everything you're saying, but now it's about the stability part. Because this is like the most unstable industry that I have chosen. Trust me, there have been times where I begged God, the universe, angels, I begged and asked, and I'm like, why the fuck did you let me choose this? Like, why couldn't you just make me a nurse? Why couldn't I just like take the easy way? Why am I built this way? I know, Lynn, I know. And it's frustrating because it's like, I wish I was that simple of a person where I was like, yeah, fuck it. I love medical shit. I love science and math. I wish I was that person, but I really was not built that way. Yeah. Like my body, my mind, my heart, just my soul would not let me be there. I tried and I failed. I even failed biology, which is, I think, the easiest of sciences. Listen, so in high school, I took chemistry. I failed chemistry. I think I got like
same here.
Okay, I got like a D+ or something. And then I took summer school, and my grade was worse. So I'm like, okay, like this is not meant for me, dude.
It's not how your brain is wired.
Yeah.
Like, what is the creativity? I forgot which brain is which.
Yeah, like the left brain, right brain shit.
Yeah. It's like your brain wasn't wired to go through all these like complex formulas and everything, whatnot. Your brain was meant to flow freely.
My brain was meant to like express and like create and all this shit. It's very like feminine energy type shit, and that's frustrating because there's times where I'm like, I want to be normal. Like whatever normal society sees as normal, or like my culture, whatever is normal, because I don't fit in. Like I just never felt like I really fit in until I met like fucking people who liked like the music I like, or fucking other theater kids. I'm like, oh, these are my fucking people. And unfortunately, it's just not in a very stable money-making setting.
I mean, are you willing to do something that is not within industry but can still kind of be within industry? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. No, I understand what you're saying, which is like a little more stable, or like kind of just a steady income.
Yeah. Would you be able, would that be something that you're interested in trying to do? Just because like, I know like what stagehanding is also still part of the industry, right? Where I know they're still looking for a lot of people to help out with.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it's not necessarily that you'll be in a role to act, but you'll still be near the action,
Can I say this like as raw as possible?
Yeah, go for it.
I think I'm too much of a narcissist to. I don't know.
It's okay.
I don't know what other way to say that. I think I'm too much of a narcissist to want to do that because I would be envious that that opportunity wasn't given to me. Even though like I'm not much of a stage actor because like just in general, like I'm more of like a TV person, but I'm gonna be completely honest and say that's gonna be very difficult to put my ego aside. That's why I think that for me, something far removed from the industry to make money is healthier for my soul.
Okay.
And my self-esteem.
Okay.
So that's why all these actors have side jobs. Like fucking, I don't know whether it's working at like fucking Trader Joe's or as a waiter. A lot of them are known as waiters. I think it's far removed enough where it's like they won't have to be jealous of, I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yes. No, of course.
Okay. I know it sounds so stupid and you're so sweet for trying, but I'm like,
no.
I'm too much of an asshole, dude. I really just want to like, no, I want to be on there because it's my emotions that I want to show off.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah.
That's 100% agreed. I think my thought process was like, oh, it's like one of those movie things where it's just like, oh, they're working backstage, they know all the lines, and like all of a sudden, someone breaks their leg and they can't go. Like, oh, who else knows it? I know.
Yeah.
It's like, and you go on to go. I don't know. That was just my brain going off.
I totally understand the connection. You don't even have to explain. You're just a sweetie pie love bug. You don't even have to explain because I get it. Yeah. I would say the same thing to someone else in another industry. But for me, it's like, no, fuck off.
Exactly. I know, understood. Completely understood.
But thank you for trying.
No, of course.
I'm sorry if I just burst your bubble.
Never be sorry. I'm here to help you. Be it if it may be solutions or just different mindsets or anything. I'm here for you.
Thank you.
I really honestly don't take it personally. Just because I'm not in your industry, I don't know that much about it. I'm still learning about it. So you giving me this information about how you would want it just better serves me and how I can help serve you.
Listen, if someone is okay, like if an actor was okay doing that shit, I would want to know what the fuck drugs they're on or like what like type of meditation they're doing because that takes a lot of like ego death. Just to be like, yeah, I'm just gonna watch people doing like maybe it's because I'm not in the place where I want to be right now. There you go. I'm processing. So I think that it's because I am not fulfilled necessarily yet in that area. I can't imagine doing anything else. Whereas if I was already, like secure, like my self-esteem was very like secure where it was and I had like that stable thing that I wanted, I'd be like, yeah, fucking go for it. It's like filling my own cup,
Definitely.
Like if my cup was filled, I'd be like, yes, bravo. I will definitely like, don't mind moving shit for you. Don't mind doing the small shit. But since I'm not there and I can't, like, my cup isn't filled, I don't have the capacity to see that shit happen. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Of course
okay.
It does.
Okay.
You want to reach a certain point where it's just like, I feel it now and do other stuff.
Yeah.
Now you feel like you have different avenues you can go through. So it's completely understandable.
Thank you.
Of course. Yeah. So, I mean, like, throughout all of this, right? I think at the end of the day, it's just like, how do you get to that point, right? And I know you said like you're putting it out to the universe, you pray to the God and the angels and the universe and everything. And like, okay, now this is me being ignorant because I don't know what you're doing because I can't see what you're doing. Sure. This is not like the parent who's just like, you're not doing your homework, or rather, just like, oh, what kind of homework are you doing?
Sure, like sincerely asking.
Yeah, just sincerely asking because I don't know and I don't want to assume.
Mm-hmm. So what am I doing like in that? I'm just making sure she didn't throw up.
No, you're okay.
So what am I doing in my career?
Yeah. Okay. Like what are you doing right now?
Sure. So other than relying on my manager to, get me roles or pitch me out for certain roles or projects, and my agent as well, who I just have a commercial agent. That's their job is like beyond
finding stuff.
Yeah. So for me personally, I am helping other friends with their auditions. I love to read for them. I love giving them directions. I love seeing their self tapes and seeing them thrive. It gives me life, and being creative with them, right? Like being like, oh shit, like what if you did it this way, or what if you pretend da 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 da. So when I have the time and capacity, I'll do that for them. Like I will drop everything and do that for them. I have the 2 podcasts. The one with my friend about mothering, and then the one that I'm doing on my own. I have a couple projects that I'm writing with my friends that I want to write myself in because duh, like why wouldn't I? I'm doing self-tape May. I have a self-tape class workshop that I scheduled for like next week. Before I stopped doing it, there was a time when I did a lot of casting director workshops where I different casting directors, I would be able to do scenes in front of them. So they at least know who I am. They know I exist. In the years past, I've taken so many classes, mainly sitcom classes, because that's where I feel like that's my niche. But just like a lot of scene study classes, a lot of on camera audition classes. And that's the part of my life where I feel like, okay, girl, you got it. Now it's just time to trust, because it's not that there's too much practice, but I'm applying all of that now to like the self tapes and helping my friends with their self tapes rather than just like class. Not that I don't want to, but right now with Brooklyn, my mental capacity and my financial capacity at the moment might not be able to support, like ongoing classes at the moment. So I'm applying those lessons the way that I can in my world at the moment. So all that to say, there's no real quote unquote structure, but I do apply it all the time. Yeah.
All right. So actually, just hearing all of
that was a lot.
But that is a
Sorry.
lot. No, it's okay. Like I can see how you're already like pushing yourself into where you want to be right now, right? And that's that's more than I have going on right now, and I have a lot going on too. Like, but you're okay. Like, man, you are doing phenomenally, right? The capacity that you have, like, it's not just this much. It's way off the screens. I can't even show you how much it is. Like the capacity that you have for your family, your work ethic, your passion, like all of that. I don't know how much, like, I know you have, it feels like the imposter syndrome's always setting in and everything, but it's like, now we have to, like, blow right past that. Don't say goodbye to it. Just say, like, hey, I'll be back to, like, take you along the ride with me, right? Telling your past self, like, hey, like, we've done the work. I'm not going to leave you behind because that work that I've done, I want to bring you along. Oftentimes, you said that's where your creative side comes out from, where you're able to, like, just attach yourself to your past self, where it's just like, now show that gratitude again, right? Take along like past Jacqueline and just say like, you know what? Look at where we are now. Back 10 years ago, you could probably even say like, you may not have had that many roles, right? And then working up until now, how proud would past Jacqueline have been with you, right? You've pushed yourself, and you're still pushing yourself even now through everything, trying to get yourself back to ground level, and then pushing past ground level. Never be sorry with yourself if you take one step forward and 5 steps back. Never be sorry about that, because that one step forward already shows you, your body, your mind, and just your spirit. I can get there, right? Nothing's ever going to be a solid line going up. Yeah. Everything will have its humps and lumps and loops and everything. And, take it one step at a time. Don't be discouraged when you have to take a step back. But just be like, you know what? I'm taking a step back so I can propel myself forward. Right? Yeah. It's like with cars, for example, you can't just keep going. At some point, your tank is going to just go kaput. It's not there, right? But there's those times where it's just like, oh, on a road trip, like, oh, my gas level's going a little low. You know what? I'm gonna stop at the next one. It's not down low yet, but you're able to like say like, okay, I recognize it. You fill it up again. It's going to go back down again, but you can fill it back up again, right? Take those things into consideration.
Yeah. You know what it is? Can I say something? I'm so sorry.
Yes. Never be sorry.
With my own shit too. With my own projects and like the things that I put up. It's not that I care, but I do. Like I know I shouldn't care, but it's just like I don't want to be cringe. And I know I have to get through that. You know what I mean? Like I know I have to not give a fuck, but there's like a level, I think that there's a specific quality I want for myself. And sometimes they can't all be bangers. You know what I mean? At some point you're going to have to fuck up. You're going to have to do some cringe ass shit. And that's okay. But for me, like, I feel like I give so many other people permission and I don't with myself. And I need to push past that too.
Let me ask you, who's one of your favorite actors, actresses, voice actors, or just like someone in the industry?
I love Jeremy Allen White.
Okay, so with Jeremy, that would remind me
From The Bear?
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Have you watched that show, by the way?
I haven't watched The Bear. I've watched Ashamed? No.
Yeah, Shamed.
Shameless. Shameless. There we go.
I was gonna say Shameful.
I watched Shameless.
Yeah.
And from the beginning, where his acting was, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like his acting was not the greatest in the beginning, right? He wouldn't have gotten into The Bear if he didn't have his whole entire like career with Shameless. You can see the development. I don't know if you watched the whole entire series before.
No, I haven't.
But his transformation from when he first started to like where he is in The Bear.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's not even 360. It's like you multiply that 360 by like 10 times. It's like 3,600. Like he had to go over and over and over again.
You've never watched The Bear?
I've watched the first few episodes.
Okay.
And
you couldn't get into it?
I got into it. I think it's just because like at that time I was watching in the beginning. And then I had to wait for the next episode, and I forgot. I just simply forgot about it because I was watching so many other ones.
Sure.
But yeah, like his acting and just
it's so good too. It's so grounded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he started with his cringe acting like all the way in the beginning. It was
really bad. That bad? I haven't seen it.
Honestly, I thought it was pretty cringe in the beginning, just because he's trying to like. I'm just this like shallow ego person. It's like, and then over time, it still was that, but it got more and more dynamic and more polished.
Oh,
so it's like, so just like hone into the cringe, hone into it, because like the more you polish it, the better it's gonna be.
Yeah. Like
that's how some comedians act too, right?
Yeah.
They hone in on the cringe, and they know they got it. Because like they get a few laughs out of it, and it's like, oh, how do I hone into this cringe even more?
Yeah.
And then that's not really like their whole shtick, but it's like part of just like their whole mojo and how they crowd work and more. So it's like maybe that cringe is where you need to like stay and everything.
I mean, listen, if I want to get anywhere with like the podcast, self-tapes, anywhere, I have to. At some point, I have to cringe. At some point, people are going to cringe at me, and I just have to be like, fuck y'all, I'm going to do it anyway. I know that it has to reach that point for me to break through. I mean, and what if they don't cringe? What if they never cringe, and it's just me who's just cringing the whole time? You know? Yeah.
These are just things and hoops and stuff that we have to get over. But you know what? I'm not going to force you. Do it on your own time.
Yeah.
You know your body and you know your mind way better than I will ever do. So trust in the process. Trust in yourself.
Yeah.
Like it'll get there.
Yeah, I know. Thank you for like talking it out with me. I'm just at a point where things feel up in the air. Especially with the industry, which I can't control. So I'm trying to think of ways that I can take control, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's just always forever an uphill battle, but I just have to do something different, whatever that is. Yeah. Thank you.
You're very, very welcome. Always know that, like, gosh, I just can't believe that's like that. You just do so much stuff, and I'm like, my brain can't even handle that, right? So just, yeah, be proud of the place that you've been in right now. Be proud of the work that you've already done, and like, even though it may have been set back, just know you got there still, right? Doesn't mean you can't get back to the place that you want to be.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.